Yo, it's getting bad out there, bro. Financially, you gotta start prepping, bro. The recession's coming. If not, we're probably in it. And I'm not fear-mongering. This is normal, right? This is a market cycle, and what you need to do is, all right, how should I operate in a recession? So I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a financial advisor, obviously. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Let's hop into this. Number one, make more money. Right? My whole mentality, and that's always my mentality, but your mentality should be, how can I make more money? On your personal standpoint, let's say you don't have a business, all right, what side hustle can you do? Maybe you could start mowing more lawns. Maybe you could start doing some pressure washing. What value can you provide to other people that they can pay you for? You could start doing photography, videography. You could start doing Uber Eats and DoorDash. You can have your main job and then do DoorDash on the side. Try to find some sort of side hustle that can generate maybe another 20, 30, maybe another 50K a year extra on top of what you're doing on your main job. Think about it this way. There's a lot of people with remote work that are doing 2 jobs at the same time. Your goal should be make more money because cash is king during the recession. Number 2, cash is king. Now, some people are going to tell you, yo, cash is not a good thing during inflationary times. Yes and no. See, because the value of your cash, let's say you have an extra $1,000. Yes, and let's say inflation is at 10%. Yeah, that means that on average, the cost of goods that you're buying, like your gas, your food, your bread, your milk, is on average 10% more expensive, meaning that your purchasing power of the $1,000 that you have is less. It's about 10% less, right? So you can only buy $900 worth of goods. But if you're making an extra 50K, because you're using that to power through a recession, to either invest, especially when there's blood, that 50K is gonna have more purchasing power because what you're buying is not $50,000 worth of milk. You're not buying $50,000 worth of bread. You're gonna grab that cash and invest it. You're gonna invest it maybe on a broke down business that couldn't make it through, so you're gonna buy it up. Or you're gonna invest it into your own business. Or you're gonna invest it into a stock market. Think about this. Certain stocks are 90% off their highs and probably will keep going. So if you grab your 50K and invest it into a stock that's down 90%, is your money really losing value? You see, it's kind of a weird conundrum, but you see how you're actually gaining value on your cash. That's why cash is king. Which takes us to number 3. Ignore the noise, right? There's gonna be a lot of fear mongering. There's gonna be a lot of people selling you courses on what to do in a recession. All of that's a waste of money. Your only concern should be making more money and not try to appease to everybody else that's trying to put fear into you so you can try to buy some sort of course. And number 4, follow the rich. Yo, the rich are rich for a reason, bro. You can hate them all they want. And this is the thing, if you hate money and you hate the rich people, it's going to be very hard for you to be rich yourself because you hate it so much, right? You need to be self-aware enough. Like, I'm self-aware enough to know that there's people that are richer than me and they're way smarter than me. I'm going to look at what they're doing. Think about this. Billionaires have been dumping stock of their own companies since last year. Bezos, Elon, these guys have been dumping their own shares since the end of last year, give or take. Billions of it, by the way. Why? Why would you sell your own company? It's not because the company sucks. It's because they see it coming. Follow what companies are doing. Look at the big ones. Carvana, Robinhood, Uber. They just posted notices that they're laying off 10, 15% off their workforce. We're talking thousands of jobs. You got Facebook halting hiring altogether. Across the board, billion-dollar enterprises are either stopping hiring or laying people off. And this is what you need to understand. The people on the top, and I'm telling you this from a business, I see the pain first. I see shifts. I see the data, and they sure as hell see it too. So they shift and change first before the recession hits the masses. Once the recession hits the masses, that's when the real blood starts. Which takes us to number 5. Buy when there's blood. This is always great because think of it as a BOGO sale. Buy one, get one. You've been wanting watches. Maybe you've been wanting real estate. Maybe you've been wanting to buy a business, right? All of that is going to be at a 50% discount, or it's going to be at a buy one, get one free. Because when there's blood, people are going to be needing money so much. They're going to give up their equipment. They're going to give up their land. They're going to give up their businesses for a fraction of the price just to be liquid during a time in illiquidity. If you are actually liquid because you listened to me and you were focused on building up your own wealth during this time, you're going to be ripe for the taking because guess what? Recessions aren't a scary thing. This is a normal market cycle. It needs to happen. It's a contraction. And on average, recessions are only about 11 to 18 months long, which means you only got to power through for a year and a half. And then when you're in it and you actually are liquid, you got cash, you're right for the taking. And guess what? This is bound to go right back up. Finally, boys, patience. patience. Understand, right? We're not in meme culture anymore where you could buy a stock and it was going up 200% like last year. That was when the economy was pumping cash and everybody felt rich. Right now, we're in a contraction, which means it's going to be bloody, right? It's going to be bloody, which means you just need to have patience and understand. Again, on average, 18 months. That's about how long a recession is going to be. You got to power through for a year and a half. That's nothing. That means at the end of the year and a half, there's going to be a bull run, right? Because that's, on average, that's what usually happens. And a bull run's about 120 days on average long. That's when you picked up all the scraps that everybody was giving away for pennies. You're going to benefit off that bull run, bro. But it's patient. And that's basically it for today, boys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop us a like down below. See you guys next time.